Good afternoon. What up? We here. We here. Market's about open. See what we get. See what we get. Looking for an opportunity. We'll see. What up, Black Phoenix? Got about 30 seconds till the market opens. Kind of still in a little bit. I mean, we're going to play it by ear, but I'm still probably bearish. 24,993 down there looks pretty interesting as the draw. So let's see if we gap up or gap down at open. I really don't know. Here it is. Let's see what it is. All right, no real gap there. No real gap. Really what up, 7 laws? Pushing up into the 220s here. Just kind of watching here. See how we react to that 300 level again. If we kind of get up in there. Do we get up in there? What up, Son of Wall Street? How's it going? I'm tempted to just jump in long here, but it would be being very aggressive. Very aggressive. Very aggressive. I don't know if we want to do that. Maybe we can make a play if we kind of push into that 50 level. See what kind of happens up there. Let's see if ES pulls back here, if it holds this level. The Drake candle to the upside. Yeah, it could just be a little fake, though. It really didn't sweep anything, to be honest. Not much. Little pullback here. ES tapped at 38. Do I look for some points off that 200? It's possible. Maybe we can get some points off the 200. I don't know if we get that big of a pullback. I'll consider potentially, even though I am overall bearish still. We'll see what happens. Let's wait and be patient. Why is trading not available for M&Q? Shit, it better be. That's what I'm on. Is it not working? That's up to you, 7. Man, I don't know, dude. That's a pretty big. Whoa. That's a pretty big swoosh. Wow. We're at the 190 there. Woof. Do we dare? Now I'm on a 2-minute. Oh, because I haven't gotten my account from My Funded Futures yet. What up, Lairs? I passed my Funded Futures account. And I've not gotten it yet. Wow. Look at that. Big rejection there. I wanted to kind of jump in for the break of 90. But did not do it. Being a little careful here. So we run that wick on the NQ. Let's see. Left equal lows ish. Man, I kind of want to jump in here, guys. The waterfall. You got 10 points. Let's go. Lost penny. Nice. You call him metabolic man? Nah. I don't have big muscles. No. Little bear flag. Yeah, it was kind of bear flaggy. All right, so there's a close. May try to pick up some points here. Let's see. 192. Man, the stop is so big on that. Do I want to do that? I think it's okay. Considering a short at 190. Considering it. Problem is the stop's got to be about 30, really like 40 points. ES is back to the range magnet right there at 68.25. I mean, I think this is a decent short spot, but, you know, I wanted a bigger kind of a pullback there. Didn't quite get it. Now it's so scary to kind of chase here. He was trading with a 30-point stop. Nice. Afternoon low down there at 145. I could wait for us to get below that and look for a spot to short on a retest or something. Or we could take the short off 190. Looking for 10 points. Not sure. Tradeovate's not working, Jen, yes. Anybody else having a problem with Tradeovate? Pretty good range so far since open here. You got a nice little short, nice lone wolf. I want to take a short. All right, I'm going to try it here. I'm going to try a short. Just looking for, I'll look for a run down into the 50. I'm going to go stop to break even below that wick there, though. Trying to get a quick 15-pointer here. Get about $30 if we can hit it. All right, there we go. Let's go. Let's go. All I have to do is go short. Look at that, Matty Matt. Look at that rip through 50, man. Holy cow. Let's say it's going to pump and it just starts dumping. Let's go. Man. So now we're below the afternoon low. I am bearish here. I would like to get one more trade in if I can. We're up $30 there. Again, if you guys are new here, you know, we're looking for a $50 base hit. That's what we're looking for. I thought about targeting lower there, but I did not anticipate that big of a candle through the 50. Like, we're really knifing here, and like there's no real support so far. Just kind of knifing through levels. There's no volume until 950. I mean, I like that area. I have that marked out down here, 993. 25K seems to make a lot of sense. This is something that I do like a lot of times, guys. If we close below the afternoon high or low and we stay below it, like we can pop back up in here. But like we get back below the afternoon low, I'm going to be bearish for the evening. That's something very simple that I've been looking at. Previous day, afternoon, high or low. We're above or below it. That kind of is how I structure my bias. That's what I've been doing late in the evenings. It's a really simple thing, but, you know, seems to work all right. This thing's going to dump mad 7. Good call. You can't go bigger than a 30-point stop loss for any trade because I am a scalper. Yeah, it makes sense, Lost Penny. I'm happy with that trade there. Maybe I should have went for the 20 points straight off that, but it's all right. I didn't expect to get that kind of dump out of it, but not a bad thing. Previous style, I think this is the draw now. You could short here with about a 25-point stop, and I think you'd be fine. Now, I'm not going to, but you could. The next play that I take will have to be some sort of EMA play. I need some sort of a bounce back up into here, and then we'll look for another 10-point spot to get to $50. 10 more points. Yeah, I passed an account Friday. 20 more base hit days, and you're at payout. Let's go, Matty Matt. Yeah, I see you just posted. Now you got a nice slap right there, Matty Matt. $160. Nice. That's a nice hit. Man, I'm telling you, when we lost the 190, like, I wanted to just press the button, but I didn't. I got more than you, Matty Matt. On some accounts, I still need about $1,500, like these here. Need about $1,450. So at $50 a day, that's like another 30 traded days. So that's all right, though. Slow and steady wins the race. What prop firm am I on? 7. I'm trading a lot of props. My funded accounts are all right now are 20 Apex, Bulenox, Lucid, Take Profit Trader, and Trade Day. Those are the current in my funded futures, if I didn't say that. Those are all the funded accounts right now. Sitting on 33 or 34 funded accounts. So 300 con sold at 225 and I was with it. Let's go. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, Matty Matt. I need to start doing that. Been waiting a week for a TPT payout? That's weird, Sean. Yeah, I heard somebody else say that too. And like the funny thing is, I heard somebody tell me that about a affiliate payout, and I was like, oh, let me just see. So I pressed the button to request affiliate payout, and I got paid within like 40 minutes. So I don't know. I would send them a message if it's been that long. Something's weird about that. Weird. I should have already got you your money right there. And what we're probably going to do here, guys, a lot of times at night, I mean, we'll look for a bear flag, right? If we can get it. But a lot of times at night, if you just wait, if you're patient, price likes to do this, right? It'll just generate. And then at the top of the hour, run it all. So we got a ways to go to the top of the hour. But that's an easy, like if you're trading this time of night, look for a nice trend line to be broken at the top of the hour. It almost always does it. Almost always. Something I've noticed at night. Trader Oracle in the house. What up? You're shorting here again, 7? Yeah, did you do the chat, Sean, early in the morning? We have plenty of time on the 1 hour candle. You need a significant pullback with a wick on the bottom. Yeah. Wait for the official agent. Yeah, that's true, Matty Matt. That's the thing. It's a good thing you can do. I mean, like, and that's the thing. Like, as long as you're in the correct direction, which tonight seems down, right? So, like, if you're averaging in here and you're short, it's gonna probably run lower, you know, during those kind of liquidity times, during the macro times, if you will. So, even though we're not really holding below the afternoon low right now, I'd completely feel okay with a short. All the way up into like the 190 area here. What up, iTrade? Your shorting rules, you do not short the bottom of 1 hour candle. You wait for a pullback. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, right? Keeps you out of that bounce. It keeps you out of the bounce. They emailed me saying it's being handled by their payment team and it's being processed. Oh, okay. Now you can see what we did here. We almost tested that 9. I would love a pushback up into the 21 here. That would be an amazing spot to take a short. But I'm telling you guys, this previous day low is in trouble. And 25,000, obviously I got 24,993, but like marked out. But this area down here seems to be the draw to me. Seems to be the draw. So if I were you guys, I would just be targeting that level. Again, I'm just here looking for small base hits. Keep it simple, right? The KISS method. Keep it simple. If you get a little bear flag set up here, you could take it. I like taking it 2-minute or higher. We do have a 5-minute inside bar as well. I don't love this inside bar, and I'll tell you why. We have unmitigated gaps above. Even though this inside bar is only 25 points, we do have unmitigated levels above. You know, we got a 1-minute gap sitting there at 190. We have a 2-minute gap sitting up here at 184. It broke to the upside, so maybe that's what it's going to do. I was going to say I don't like it to the downside, but I do like it to remitigate these gaps up here, maybe 184 at a minimum. Could long off this and get 15 points, 10, 15 points. It's against my overall bias, so I'm not going to take it. But you could. Got 32 points on 10 Connies. Let's go. So, you know, like shorts right now, Manny Matt, I think they're okay. Above, you know, push up into the 185, 190 area. I think that's okay. I think it's all right. You're going to get some points off those levels. Now, 10 points, 20 points, who knows? 30 points, I don't know. Is it going to be a huge payday? I don't know, again. But the market's doing kind of what I expect it to do. I mean, look at the elevator down, and then we're just stair-stepping up. So you can short the 9 if you want to be aggressive. I think the 21's a better spot. 21 and your stop could be, stop's a little wide, 45 points. So it is kind of negative R, but you could average into it on the push back up. As long as we kind of stay below that 205 range, I think shorts are in play here. But yeah, I agree, Matty Matt. I tend to, you know, I'm not a perma bull, but what I will say is, like, longs in general are safer, right? For obvious reasons. For the most part, they're safer. There's days where they don't make any sense, but for the most part, they're safer. Now, I do have Mancini's levels marked out here as well. He really has no interest in 25 or 38. Very little interest in the 15 area here, but that's a first possible long setup. His A++ setup is this one down here. Would be a sweep of the 70 and a reclaim of, I'm sorry, that's not even it. This is his A+ setup here. Hold 32 and recover 40. So like when Mancini sends me, when I see these levels like this on Mancini, and he's really not interested in these first couple of levels, these are like C setups, that tells me we're probably far more likely to probe lower just based on what he's seeing. Now he only takes longs. So he's only giving you a long opportunity. Man, look at that. Look at that drawing right there, guys. Isn't that amazing? I mean, that drawing right there took some real skill to make it look that ugly. That took some real skill. Real skill. Now, again, the test of the 21 EMA, get back below the low of that candle. That's going to be another short setup. And I'm not going to hate it. We still have interest below. Yes, we swept the afternoon low, and we're pushing back up into the range. But this afternoon range is quite wide. It was 226 points from Friday. Now, if one wants to be aggressive, if you wanted to be aggressive, you could maybe short here, stop right there. Assuming we get back below 158, stop would be about 13 points. We might not make it to the 20. We might make another low here. I am personally not taking that setup. I'm going to wait for something that makes a little more sense. But I will mark these out for you guys. I would consider this like a C or a D setup. Gonna work sometimes, but not all the time. But I will say a lot of times at these times of the night, we do kind of ride that 9. We're not typically like pushing up into the 21 or the 50 a whole lot of the time. Usually we'll just ride that 9 down. So that could be your spot to get in. That's an aggressive entry. Has not triggered yet. But you could take it if you wanted to. What up, AD? I think 25,000 is 100% likely as well. 100% likely. But the thing I like to ask myself, and as I post to everybody else too, is like, how do we get there? Like, that's the thing you got to remember. How do we get there? Who knows? I don't know. Right now we're kind of losing momentum. There we go. So that would be the short trigger. And your first take profit would be around 138. There's your first take profit. I'd go stop to break even here and target lower. 25,100 looks stacked. I mean, we could, yeah. I mean, like, that's the thing. Obviously, we got to get through there first. So you see it bouncing off the afternoon low again. This is effectively just a bear flag. That's all it is. Actually, you wouldn't have scaled yet. I would scale at 130 this wick here. I'd scale it this wick. Although, that is already 14, 15 points. But to me, this is like a C or a D setup, so that's why I'm not taking it. I'm already green on the night, so my next entry is going to be, an A or a B setup. So if you're in this here, like I said, I'd scale it this wick. Why scale it this wick? It's effectively right at the body of the candles here. The body of the 2-minute candles. And it's a little bit lower. We're actually bouncing off the body of the 5-minute candles right now. I like using the body of the candles as opposed to the wick. This makes sense for a little bounce here. Bounced off the bodies of the 50 or the 5-minute candle. Let me see. You got 15 points. We're looking good. Let's go. Yeah, I wouldn't be break even yet, guys. I misspoke there. I thought that we hit this wick. I was just looking at that line. I mean, it was 13 or 14 points. Theoretically, you could have scaled there if you wanted to. It's not like it was nothing. Now, this would be concerning. The push down, if we don't make a new low, then that would make a 21 test a little concerning. What up, Alexi? Good morning. You really want to see it just hold this 9. The next shove down should get us through that 138. Again, we got a bear flag there. It broke, so we expect it to run. We expect it to run the low. Really is what you do expect. I'm not in this one because, like I said, it's not an A or B setup. Excuse me. Approaching the stop loss now. Looking to go short. We still have plenty of time. Yeah, a lot of time on the 1 hour. Well, let me look and see what everybody else is doing. Is Pine Tree live tonight? He is. What up, Mo? DA33 in the house. "23 minutes into the week, we might as well wait for an A to B." Yeah, exactly, Matty Matt. Also, another thing of note. You do have a rollover this week. We got the contract rollover. So Pine Tree is long here. I guess I don't hate it. I mean, it's not a horrible idea. It's against my bias, but he is long. Guys, remember Apex is 90% off. Does end tomorrow, I believe. Is it tomorrow or the next day? Let me verify when that ends. I think it might be Tuesday. So use code MYTH if you want to help pick up some, help support the channel. Lots of data drops this week too. Amazing. Yeah, 2 more days in 7 hours. Use code MYTH for 90% off Apex. $65 activation fee. Remember code MM for 91% off Bulanox. Code MM on all the other prop firms. So she just blew on your stop. She just blew on your stop there. She got real close to it and she said, oh, might get you here if you're still in it. I mean, if this candle can close back below the 9 EMA, I think we get one more push lower here. Let's see. Can it do it? You guys see my fancy Apex shirt? My fancy, smancy Apex shirt? I was rubbing the wrong side. Yeah, DA, I think the rebalance of 90, of the 90 level makes a lot of sense. That's why I called this trade like a DCD setup. It still paid like 14 points, right? Because your entry was here. And that shove down there still gave you 13 points. So that's an okay close there. That's an okay close there. You might see some acceleration now. Let's see. We got 4 minutes until the new 15-minute candle, so that's exactly what you want to see. Let's see this thing get back below the bodies of this candle at 155 and get that one more shove lower here. I mean, we're bearish to me. We're bearish tonight. Doesn't mean we can't pops and get some small longs in, but I'm overall bearish on the evening. DA, you definitely got to have a level of patience this time of night if you're taking trades. If you're somebody who doesn't have patience, and sometimes I don't, trading this time of the evening is not going to be for you. We'll throw our little P&L up over here so y'all can see it. It does feel like we're going to rebalance the 5-minute gap up there. Like I said, the 5-minute gap's a little lower. I actually have a teeny 5-minute gap that's kind of holding us up here at 165. But there's a higher gap up there, 176, and then on the 1 minute we got a gap at 190. Oh yeah, for sure, DA. Me too. I love the ones that just take a few seconds and you're done. Now tonight my trade took 10 seconds, 15 seconds. I don't even know. I would like to get one more opportunity in to get to $50, but it's all right. It's okay if we don't. We're only about $1,200 away on one of our Take Profit Trader accounts to get to daily payouts. We're $1,300 and $1,400 away on the rest. And I'm going to treat those the exact same way I would treat any other account. Once I get to daily payout, if I make $50, I'm taking out $50 times 5. $250 a day, theoretically, right? We're coming into the top of this to this new 15-minute candle here. Might get that run lower at the 6:30 time. I don't know. You got about a minute and a half here. Nice little long. Yeah, I don't know if I would. Take a long bet. I mean, you could. 1250 a week. Yeah, that would be nice, Manny Matt. Once we get them there. So it kind of breathed on the stop there. I don't know if it would have got you. I would have had it a little higher than that if it's me. But you might get a little spike here. You might. You might. I might take a trade here if we wick up into the 21 EMA, which is the red line. The 50 is white, 21's red, 9 is blue. If we wick up into the 21 EMA, then I could take the short off of 163. I mean, it would only be around a 10-point stop. So it'll be right there at the top of the 15-minute candle, too. Who has better barbecue, Texas, Tennessee, or Kansas City? I've never had barbecue. I did have barbecue, I think, in Texas, but I've never had it in Tennessee or Kansas City, so I don't know. So you would have got stopped out on this trade. Again, this trade is going to be better. A little bit of a better opportunity here. Let's see what happens. So there's the top of the, or not top of the hour, there's the new 15-minute candle. So your entry on this short would be 63. Your stop would be the top of wherever this candle is. It's tapped into the 5-minute. I don't know if it's going to get into the 1 minute. The 1 minute's up there at 190. Looks like it might. So the stop would be pretty wide on this is the only thing. Kind of a wide stop. I'm trying, Eric. I'm trying. Already gave out one trade. The 2-minute target's up there, 184. So kind of balance the 2-minute there. We need this to wick down and close back below the 21 EMA here. So if it's gonna balance this area, it needs to be wick and then close back below. It needs to be a wick and close below. Otherwise, there just won't be an opportunity for us there. I mean, you could still take it, but so the short would be 163. So I'm going to put an order there, guys. I'm going to put an order at 163. That's going to have a little bit wider of a stop than I normally would like for this type of a play. I mean, you could even enter the short at 169.75 to shorten your stop. Man, the problem with me is there. I mean, his stop's going to have to be 185, so about a 22-point stop. That's a little bigger than I like for it to be. Again, I mean, I could, if this candle closes above 170, I could take the entry at 170, would be a bit more aggressive. But that would get my stop a little bit shorter here. So theoretically, you could take the trade if you wanted to enter at 170, 169 area. We'll see how this candle closes. I'm going to 169 here. Tagged in there. This is the more aggressive entry, but that's definitely not the reaction that we want. Problem is, you are kind of fighting that 9 EMA there as well, right? On the way down. So we get below that 9 here, get back below the entry. We should get a little push lower here. And what I'll probably do is I'm probably going to go stop to break even at like 164, 163, something like that. All right, DA, see you then. Yeah, I'm looking for the 10 points too here. I don't love that reaction there, to be honest, but I don't know if I want to give it more room or not. It's kind of the thing. It's like, let's see what happens. Got to be patient. What up, Mad Moxie? If I had left it at 163, we would not be tagged in yet. Or actually, yeah, 163. It's kind of the questionable part of this. It's like, do you leave it at 163? Do you not? You know? You're longing Neo. Good luck, sir. Again, my bearish is biased, so I'm just trying to stick to the trades that make sense, that kind of align with my my bias, right? To me, those are the safest trades. So, again, I'm still kind of watching 163. I want to go stop to break even there, if we can get down there. Got to get through that 9 EMA, otherwise we're not going to get anywhere here. Just holding up at the 9. I am tempted to give it a little more room on the upside, like, you know, maybe just add into it. But I don't like doing that because, like, the setup is, you know, your stop goes where your stop needs to go. So, stair step up, elevator down, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how much I want to hold it though to the on the stair step up is kind of the thing. So we're just kind of ranging right here, to be honest. I feel okay about it. I feel okay about it. Like I said, I could give it more room here, and I might. Max said floppy, floppy. Got about 22 minutes here until the top of the hour. I might give this a little more room here. Give it a little more room. I may add into it if we continue to push. I'm going to use this 1 minute gap over here kind of as my the idea there. Give it a little bit of room here. We get below the 9 here. If we can get below that 173 on a close, I think we can. We're going to see that downside fairly quickly. That's what I think, but I could be wrong. New 5-minute candle here in about 40 seconds. Direction on the 1 hour candle is red. I only short green candles on the 5 minutes and the 50-minute time frames. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I'm looking, Lost Penny, I'm watching all those time frames, so we have them all pulled up. The thing is, when your direction is correct, and maybe my direction's wrong, I don't know, it could be, but when your direction is correct at night, generally, eventually it's going to come back to where you need it to come to. So if I hit my daily loss limit on it, then I just hit my daily loss limit and we go from there, right? But that's not the plan. I think if we can get below the 9 EMA here, the EMAs are kind of trying to turn up. If we can get back below that 9 there, then that's going to be, that'd be a good deal. I want to see a reaction once we kind of get that 90 level there. Just giving it some room. We may have to hold this into the top of the hour, which is 19 more minutes, but I don't really want to hold it that long, but yeah, I gotta do what you gotta do. I'm trying to do what I didn't do last week, and I'm trying to trust my trade. Hey, Tony Coates. Welcome to the Methodical Crew. Thank you for your subscription. You the man. Again, kind of just generating trendline liquidity here that can get ran back through fairly fast. So it might wait until the macro time to do it, but we would like for it to do that. Again, back below kind of 175, back below these EMAs here. Will be nice if we can get back below those EMAs. That would make me feel a bit better. Getting a reaction there off the 188, the 50 EMA. A little small reaction there. New 15-minute candle here in about a minute and a half. Theoretically, I could just take this off and look for a re-entry, but I don't like doing that. 50 more seconds here till the new 15-minute candle. Let's see if we get a pullback on that 15-minute candle there or not. Nine's trying to cross the 21 there. I'm wondering if I should move my target lower. I feel like we go quite a bit lower than this, but that would just give me my $50, and I could just be happy with that if I get it, right? Here's the new 15-minute candle coming up in 1 second. Dun, dun. Let's see here. Can we lose that 175? Get this pushed lower. I don't know if I should target lower or not. I'm just kind of, man, I'm content with my $50, but we could. I mean, I could really target like 145, even 150, which would give us like $60. We'll go 155. So I'm still looking at like 164 for the stop to break even here. Really don't see any reason here for us not to push lower. Yeah, candle close down here below 175 would be good on the 2-minute there. Just kind of watching this, guys, trying to trust the trade. That's what we're trying to do. Yeah, I was just thinking about the VWAP. I don't know where the VWAP even is. Isn't even showing up over here on this Quan Tower. Kind of annoying. Where do you guys have your VWAP at? You don't use it? What up, Gabriel? I use it. I like it. 183. Oh, so it's 183. All right, so we're below it. Not bad. Thank you, Gabriel. Happy Sunday to you as well. All right, 12 minutes before the top of the hour. So I told you guys 8 minutes ago that we may have to hold this into the top of the hour. What up, BK? What are you up to tonight? Money Viddy bottom of the screen? What? What's at the bottom? VWAP is down here. This is ATR. I don't know. VWAP. It's all funky on Quan Tower. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. Don't know why it does that. All right, we got about 40 seconds here until we enter the macro. 174. That might make sense. We're kind of bouncing right there. 175. Kind of getting a little support there. I don't know where it is on ES. I don't know why it's all over the place. I don't know why Quantower does that. All right, well, we're getting a higher low put in here. Not good. But still got that trend line here. We broke it to the downside, so let's see. When it comes so close to my entry and then goes back away, yeah. 4 trades, all green. The highest amount of points I get on the short was 15. Let's go. You got auto liquidated at the bottom. Max loss, Devin. That sucks. Were you long? You were long into that drop. All right, new 5-minute candle here. Got to get the push through the VWAP here and get going to the downside. Yours is at 71, so somewhere between 70 and 80. Little bouncy bouncy. I just have to trust the trade here, guys. I'm telling you, this is what I did last week that made me mad. If you watch my review video over the weekend, I took it off break even. I took it off for a loss. And then what happens? It ends up just going my way anyway. So, not doing that this week. Well, loss penny VWAP is just, I mean, it's just what you said. It's just a line on the chart, right? No different than an EMA. It's no different. It's effectively what it is. So, no real difference there. All right, I'm going to hold this. I'm going to add into this once we kind of get up into like 210s. I'll add into it. If the 5-minute inverse is here, I'm just going to probably kill it. Let's go, Devin. Oh, you were long a mini, like a DGN? Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, it happens. All right, here's the whole number. I'm not gonna add it the whole number because we really didn't get a reaction at the whole number on the way down. So trading makes you hungry. Yeah, me too. Not really. Thanks, Neo. What up, Punisher? See, if I'd have waited for that 63 entry, we would not be in the short here. We would have never gotten tagged in. But that's one of those things. It's like, you know, it could go bad, it could go good, right? To reduce the size of my stop was the reason why I took the higher entry. So, no, Punisher, I'm in short here, brother. I'm in short. So no nice trade. It's a bad trade. But we'll keep it within reason. I mean, if we, you know, try to keep it within reason. It's no big deal. If it loses, it loses, right? It's not the end of the world. We're going to come up on about 5 minutes, well, 6 minutes to this point until the top of the hour. Really need to hold this line here in the 200. I want to see it pull back into like the 190 here pretty quickly. First trade hit for $30. We just, you know, I don't hate this trade. I think it's okay. Obviously, it would have been better to hit the target, but quickly. I still kind of believe into the downside here, so if we're wrong, we're wrong. We'll wait for the market to tell us that we're wrong, and then we'll get out. Right now, we're just in 1 micro, so 5 minute, 2 minute did not inverse there, so that's a good sign for us. We kind of need to see a bearish engulfing candle here. Get back below like that 190 level would be nice. Targeting 25.7. Yeah, I mean, we could. We'll see 7. Get back below 190. That's kind of 50% of the last 5 minute candle. Kind of give us the idea that maybe we'll start to move lower here. Again, if we're looking like, what side is liquidity on? Well, we got this nice trend line here. So theoretically, if we can break this trend line back to the downside, then we should get a quick flush. But at the same time, if we kind of close above and we inverse the 5 minute, the 2 minute, and the 1 minute, then that's going to be our sign that we're probably just offsides and just take the loss. So, and what's going to give us that information? Probably top of the hour here. So probably another 3.5 minutes and we'll know. We will know. 3.5 minutes. And the idea here is even if the trade loses, let's keep it small. Let's keep it small. Let's keep it small. Right now, this 5 minute candle is kind of hanging out at the top third of that previous 5 minute candle, so I'm not in love with that. I want to see it get back below 190. Two minutes and 21 seconds here, guys. Kind of holding up here, a little idiot box. Let's see, a pushback below 190 is going to be a really good sign. Got 1 minute and 40 seconds till the top of the hour. Let's see if we come and clean up this trend line to the downside. It's exactly what we talked about. Exactly what we talked about at the start of the stream, right? Wait for the top of the hours. It's going to generate trend line liquidity. Then it likes to run it at the top of the hour. So, let's see if that's what happens. Let's see if that's what happens. So I wouldn't be like shocked for a spike like 205 or something and then run back lower. Obviously it'd be nice if it just if we can close back below these trend lines and just kind of go, but we don't want to see a spike before the top of the hour though. We want it to be after. Did move my target down a little bit, targeting 10 points here, 20 points. We'll see if we get it. And I'm going to try to be patient on this push down if we get it. And we'll see. What up, Lone Wolf? You're bullish? Could be, right? Could be. Could be. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't claim to be right on everything because I'm not. So, but I think we're going to resweep down into the 140s. We're going to find out here pretty quickly. Here we are. Let's give it a moment. See what it wants to do. Put in another inside bar on the 5-minute. All right, a little sweep higher there. Kind of what I've anticipated. All right, I'm going to add right here. And let's go. I'm going to take one off at 173, and then we'll look for that run lower if we can get it. I want to see this push back down now. Back below 190, we should move quickly. Now we'll go stop to break even when it hits that target down there at 173. Assuming it gets there. It's a good sign there. Let's lose that 190. Should get a big red bar here. Flush it like the Cowboy seasons. Oh, goodness. Where's the VWAP at now, guys? I have no clue. Holding up at that 90. There's always drama there at the 90. You have all those EMAs there as well, so. $177. Yeah, still down there a bit then, huh? Hey, Nabil Neme. Welcome to the Methodical Crew. Thank you for your subscription. You the man. Try to be patient here, guys. Trying to be patient. Just trying to watch it here, guys. Trying to watch it. Didn't really get the reaction that I wanted at the top of the hour there, to be honest. I kind of expected it to move lower a little quicker there. So maybe we are wrong on the direction. I mean, we do have all those EMAs there to fight through. We get that run through the 90. I mean, that's what I want to see. A candle close below 90. That's ideal. I'm actually going to change what I'm doing here, guys. I'm going to take my base hit, if I can get it, and just get out of here. Still holding these EMAs here. I'm just trying to get out at this point, really, to be honest, with a little bit of profit. A little bit of profit. It's a ninja chart, 7. The ES pushing up 68.35. 68.38 is going to kind of be my line in the sand there. If we pop that 38 level there on the ES, I'm just going to be out. We'll just have to eat it and find another spot tomorrow. Hey, Chris Harmon, welcome to the Methodical Crew. Thank you for your subscription. You the man. I guess in hindsight, we kind of held that afternoon low, didn't we? But this thing sure is just grinding higher, and it's not wanting to go lower at this point. It's not a great sign for us. May end up having to just eat it. Watching ES, guys. If it hits 38, that's going to be my last line in the sand there. Richard, because I'm just trusting the direction. I think we're going down. I could be wrong. And once I kind of get to a point where it's like, you know, I believe we're just going to continue higher, then I'll just get out. We're almost there. We're almost to that point. Almost. Almost to that point. But I'm not going to panic out just because it's like, you know, I mean, that's what I'm telling you. Like, that's what I've been doing. I panic out in the evening. Last week I did that. I'd rather just be wrong and take the loss. You know what I mean? Than to panic out. And then it just go, right? Panic out and then it just goes. You have an order to go short at 223. It's up to you, Shooter, Texas. I mean, that could be a good area. I like it better than the where I shorted. All right, let's see if this thing can close below 200 here on the 2-minute. That would be a great sign if it could. Let's watch it here and see if it can. 30 seconds left on this candle. That's a good candle there. Really good candle. Needs to close heavy down there, though. If it can close heavy, then that's going to be a good sign. Nope, bouncing. That's not what we want to see. Not a great close on that candle, to be honest. Just looking for a little bit tendencies here. What's my entry? I entered off the 2-minute, Corey. 2-minute 21 touch. Entered here off the 2-minute. It kind of just wicked me in. My entry was here. It just wicked me in, and my stop out should have been 185. But I believed in the downside, so I held it. That's all. Got $15. Let's go. I think so too, Shooter, but right now it's not showing that. It's trying to, like, you know, make me take it off, which it may end up doing. I don't know. It may end up doing. Like I said, my line in the sand is kind of like 68.38 there on the ES. We're at 68.35 now. So if it sweeps that 38, it's going to need to be a wick and then a move lower. That's right, 7 Laws. The minute you exit, that's what happened to me last Sunday. I took 3 trades. I exited all 3 trades for losses, and all 3 trades went to my target. So yeah, fun times. Sometimes you just get caught in the wrong direction, and it's okay. You just have to take the loss. You know, when it kind of makes sense to take the loss, that's what I'm going to do. You know, we might be down 100, 150 bucks. I don't know. Raven's waiting to retest the 21 to go long. Let's go. Yeah, Corey, for sure. Right? It doesn't care. It doesn't care what you're in. It's going to do what it wants to do. So I'm going to get one last add in at the 38. And again, we're not going to have we're going to be very tight once it gets to 38 there. If it pops above there on the ES, then we're just going to eat the loss. I mean, ideally here we can just close below 200, put in a little inversion to the downside, and then kind of sweep lower into the 180s and get out of this. Yeah, Corey, I like the 2 minute. I'm typically trade the 1 minute, but I moved up to the 2 minute, and the actual entry, I mean, theoretically should have been 63. Or I'm sorry, yeah, was it? Where was it at? No, wait, I'm on the wrong spot. The actual entry should have been 63 here, but I didn't like the stop loss was this long. It was 23 points. Like, if I took the actual entry, I wouldn't be in this trade. So, you can call it a mental mistake if you want to. But I wanted to shorten the stop loss on it. And then I made the decision to move the stop loss, right? Which can be a good thing. It can be a bad thing. It just depends. So, right now it's not looking like a smart decision, but... Zoom here. 1 minute is full of false triggers. Yeah. I still love the 1 minute, though. I trade it sometimes. It just depends. I trade it sometimes. Nice thing is we're only about 50% of this leg to get out. So theoretically, there should be a pullback at some point, right? Should be a pullback at some point, maybe to 50% of the leg. Kind of get us out. See if we can get a good close here. Give us a death candle. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I'm a bit early. The institutions are on the 5 minute. Oh, really? We're the first day of the week. Look at all the weekly charts. We have some kind of wick at the bottom to show buyers. Oh, yeah, that's true. Let's see if this candle can close heavy. That is the first test of the 21 EMA from the upside. Well, maybe the second test. Still bouncing. Every time it hits that level is bouncing. So far just support there at the 200. Extra big bear flag. Yeah, so far it looks that way design, but it's not playing out yet. Right at point of control. Again, I'm not going to panic out here. I'm watching the ES. If he gets above 38, we take it off for a loss. No big deal. No big deal. Dun, 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 dun. That's slowing down up here. Oh, you missed your long shorter? Oh. With one contract? What do you mean, Richard? I'm in 2 micros, do you mean, a mini? If I was in a mini? Or you meaning a mini? I would trade it different if I was in a mini. Again, gonna have to lose the 90 area for this thing to really go down, so can't really get any excitement about getting out of the trade until it kind of closes below 90. Your chart showed that I should have taken the breakout long on Natty Gas. Woo. I give the candle 3 closes. If price stalls, the 4th close the same, I'm out. Keeps you from holding a trade that is a loser. It makes sense. Kind of makes sense. Oh yeah, I don't trade one mini anymore. I used to. Full port silver. You and that silver over there, design. Design in silver, I tell you. He loves the silver. Let me give you guys a simple strategy on the 15-minute. Never short above the 50 EMA. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Lost mini. It was probably a good idea. All right, yes, it's pushing here. We'll see if it taps at 38. What kind of a reaction do we get? It's going to be our line in the sand there. If we get above 38, I'm going to be out. If it kind of closes above 38, if it just wicks it, I'm okay with that. Silver is insane, Lone Wolf. It's insane. I guess price per point. I don't remember what it is. What is it, like $25 a tick or something somebody said? I think that's what I heard. $25 a tick's insane. Insanity, I tell you. You heard Top Step approved silver micros. So what would a micro be? I guess like $5 a tick. Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes suffered torn ACL. Oh man, that's no good. That's not good. Hey, I finally got my funded accounts credentials from my funded futures. We have to disconnect and reconnect, I guess, to get them to come up here. Let me see. All right, that's a good candle. Let's see if we can get the push lower now. Knocked Mahomes. Yeah, he did, apparently. I just saw it on ESPN. Was this thing going to reconnect? Okay, there it comes. $15 left on this candle. Bouncing again. Should potentially at least hit like 187 on this pullback. We'll see how price reacts there. Might just kill it if it pulls back to there. I don't know. Really need to close below 190 here. If we get a close below 190, I think we get a quick swoosh lower. Where's the, anybody got the VWAP on ES there. I'm not sure where it is. I got mine. It shows 35 right there where we're at. Having rules for all these gaps in our trading plans, the difference between amateur and professionals. Nice. Come to Butthead. Come to Butthead. Come to Butthead. It's trying to pull back a little bit. Trying a little. ES didn't quite get back up to 38. You got it at 29, Zach? Oh, okay. I don't know why it's showing 35. It's never right. I don't know why it's never right. Thank you, Raven. It's never right on my charts. Boom, 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 boom. The odds have already gone against you and you're hanging on to hope. No, Corey, not at all. I trade like this every single night, man. I promise you. I promise you, I'm not hanging on to hope. I'm going to kill the trade as soon as it, as soon as it no longer makes sense. I have a set daily loss limit of $250. We're nowhere near that. So, I mean, I'm fine. I'm adding in spots that I think are reasonable. I've only got one ad on this position so far, and that was kind of the push up into like the 200 level. So, that's all we're doing. Just playing around with the 114 EMA. Yeah, I moved my stop up, but it was only based on one trade setup, right? Not the overall direction. So, promise you, I will close the trade when it makes sense to close it. And we're almost there. So ES is tapping the 68.38. We're going to see what it does here. If it can reject here, I'm going to add one more here. We're going to look for 5 points. Now, my stop is going to go at the high. So if we push back through the high one more time, or if we push back through the high, then I'm out. And I'm okay with that. ES tapped the 68.38 there. So I want to see the rejection now. I don't know, overall time frame. Is this funded? This is 35 funded accounts, brother. 35. I'm actually going to give that a little bit extra room because kind of got a little trend line there. It may want to just swick that and then come back down. So yes, I'm copy trading those accounts. Well, Corey, what I want you to understand about my stop is it's dynamic. So, like, it's there for vanity, number one, and also for safety, just in case a Trump tweet or something like that. But I never use the stop. During New York, yes, but during slow markets, no. It's just more of a dynamic. It's more of just a vanity thing, or for emergencies, in case there's a Trump tweet and the market just blast off. You know, I want to protect myself. I'm trading a lot of accounts, so for that reason. But I'm comfortable with this if it loses. I mean, it's within my daily loss limit. It's not, you know, it's not the end of the world. I mean, do I want it to lose? No, of course not. But I still have to be within reason. And if this trade loses, you can see ES is kind of working its way above at 38 here. So if this does lose, I'll just walk away. I mean, it's no big deal, right? We'll just walk away. Well, we don't use risk to reward in the slow markets. Can't quite do that. So yes, breaking out above the 38 there. Let's see if it wicks right back below there. If not, we're going to probably get stopped. We read maybe like 130, something like that. All right, stopped out. So there's P&L. I don't hide anything from you guys. So down about 150 per account there. Again, my daily loss limit's 250. So I'm going to call it there because I want to still give myself an opportunity to take a trade tomorrow, right? I don't want to just use it all up tonight if we're not seeing it right. Now it tanks. It might. You never know. I don't know. I mean, you can maybe make an argument. You can make an argument that we held the PM low, right? I kind of like that we swept it. And then we kind of turned it into a little bit of support. We kind of held it. We do have a huge, you know, there is a huge level up there at the 295. Maybe that's going to go back and retest that, kind of up in here. You kind of got that 15-minute. If you go to the higher time frame here, same area we kind of talked about Friday. So it may push back up here, you know, get back above that afternoon high. If you can get above there, then maybe we go up tonight. So who knows? All I know is we made a bad trade there. All we can do is just accept it and walk away. That's all we can do. I felt like I managed it okay. I mean, could I have stopped out at 185? Yeah, I could have. Here's the thing. If I stop out at 185 and then it tanks, well, I'm going to feel a certain way about it. So I know trading it the way that I traded it is the way that I feel like, is fine. So I hope you realize ego and fear of being wrong kept you in past your original stop. No, Corey. No, not anything like that. My original stop. So, Corey, what I want you to understand is, so my original entry is just an entry model, right? It's just an entry model. That's all it is. So, yes, the stop on that entry model was right there, 15 points. But what do we have above here? I mean, if we're being objective, right? Let's just be objective. What do we have above here? We have a 2-minute gap. What do we have on the 5-minute? Well, we have a 5-minute gap. What do we have on a 1-minute? We have a 1-minute gap. So is it not objective to think that we could potentially, right? It's never a 100% thing, but could we potentially push up to 50% or even 60% of the range and then move back down? Is that not objective to think? It is. So from that perspective, my stop would be what? A close above these levels. So where did I stop out? A push above these levels, right? I stopped out before we closed above. So I don't think that my stop there was unreasonable. You're only looking at my take profit. And you're saying, oh, risk to reward's bad. Or whoever said that. I don't know if it was you. And yeah, the risk to reward there is bad. But You know, could I ride a runner lower? Yeah, I could. But I'm just going for my daily base hit and then calling it a day. So if I get my daily base hit, I'm good to be out. So it's just a bad trade. I'm just wrong, right? It's a bad trade. That's all it is. Some people will tell you they won't call it a bad trade. They won't call it a bad trade. So, oh, man, I don't mind the Corey. I don't mind the feedback at all. I like the feedback, right? I do. Why am I trading this with funded accounts? Because I do every night. Young Tactical, I do every night. I'll show you. This is usually what I do kind of like by myself, right? I don't usually stream it and show you guys, but I do the exact same thing. I would trade it the exact same way by myself. So when I'm streaming, I'll show it to you guys. Here, I'll show you. This is just my Lucid dashboard, but they copy across all of them. They copy across everything. So, but you can see, I mean, like, we've been doing this. This is not like we started this yesterday, right? Red days are a part of it. Every day this week, every day we started New York off red, and we got it back down to a reasonable spot, right? Stayed below our daily loss limit, so on and so forth. So it's fine, right? I know what I'm doing. I've been doing it a long time. It's a part of my strategy. My strategy may not be your strategy, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Trade how you trade, and it's all good. No worries. No worries at all. So, what up, Sean? Yeah, for sure, Corey. That's what I'm saying, man. If you want to say something in chat, never feel like you can't say anything here, because that's not how my stream works. You can say whatever you want. You're never going to hurt my feelings. You're never going to influence me to take a trade or change the way that I'm doing it, because it's just the way I trade. It's not for everybody. So, it's not for everybody. So we'll look for a spot tomorrow. We'll risk $100 since we're down 150, and it'll be fine. Am I a little bit annoyed because my first trade would have went for $50 if I would have had a target of $50? A little bit, but that's okay. It happens. So, but that being said, guys, I am going to go ahead and call it a day here. You know, no point in staying on the charts if I'm red. I don't want to be tempted to take another trade. So I do appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. We'll be back tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. We'll also be live on My Funded Futures TV at 11:30 with Bull Barbie. I do appreciate you guys watching. If you want to help support the channel, use my coupon codes on any of the prop firm deals that are going on. And we'll see you guys next time.
Nasdaq's a tricky trader, beware the fall. Technical tools may help, but watch your wall. Hirami candles flicker, inversions come and go. Protect your cash, don't let it all blow. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes your cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect yours.